The Quench, where you ask, we answer.
Issues of money and love have always been a controversy every single day. Every other time, every other person is coming up with a quote, with a tweet, with an expression about what they think the relationship between money and love should be. Now, most often than not, people try to separate the two. But in real sense, in today's world, the two have been merged to almost one, whereby you find women looking for men that have financial stability as their buyer. We find men looking for women who have financial stability as their buyer. We find that love no longer holds the bounds of marriage and or dating. And people are constantly pushed by the idea of money, monetary goods, and financial stability. So today we want to talk about this. We want to talk about it in detail. We want to understand, why do people do this, and is it right? And to see this through, I am joined by two voices of experts. We have a Pastor Mary Leicido and Pastor Bernard Moshina. The two are going to tell us, is it right to focus on money and not love? Should we start with love and not money? Is there a balance between money and love? I am also joined by a very knowledgeable audience that is going to assist us to ask the right questions. Questions that represent you at home, represent us here, and we're going to try and understand, why do we do things the way that we do. Now, to start us off, I am going to ask my audience in details. Please let us know, is it okay for a woman to look for a man that is only financially stable? Please let me know what your thoughts are. Is it okay for a woman to look for a man that is only financially stable?
Yeah, my name is Joseph Kabugo. I'm from Bahati Ward. Yeah, it's good for a woman to look for a man who is stable, because ladies are fond of many things. You see, at time a lady comes and say he needs to be done her hair, he needs new clothes, so he needs a man who is stable enough to satisfy her wants. Yeah, okay. Take it to the back. Kabugo says, you need, as a woman, you need a man who satisfies your wants. But I have a question. Don't men have wants? Doesn't your hair need to be done? Don't you have to buy clothes and other necessities? So with that in mind, so is that easily justifiable? Please tell us your views.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Masila. To my view, I'm saying no. Ladies should not focus mainly on men who have funds as a way of determining them as a better spouse, because it doesn't mean that because he has money that he is going to be the better part of you or your soulmate. At the same time, the most important thing that you're supposed to look at is the character and how you two can build each other to be better. Yeah. So
will character buy food? No, but we have to ask. We have to eat. Will character buy food? Will it? Yes or no?
No, character will not buy food.
All right, take it to the back. No, don't get me wrong. I am not defending that women should go for men with money.
Thank you so much. My name is Abraham Abutoz. On this matter, I think ladies should not look for men with money, but they should look for men with love. That's the point.
I want to hear from a lady now.
Can I explain a little bit? Because when there is love, everything will flow. Even the money will come easily. Even if you have a little money, it will be enough for that lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please pass it to a lady. Please. Yes, thank you, the lady.
Okay. My name is Melissa Karimi. I have a question. My suggestion is, not only is love required, but also money is a real necessity. It's really needed.
So it's both?
For me, it's both. And a question should be passed to this guy. Sorry. I heard that guys have like this ego. You really have it upon yourself to provide for your lady. So if you can't provide for your lady what she requires, and we have many necessities, please, not only food, but also beauty plus, okay, as a woman, there are other social standards you have to meet up to. You have to look beautiful.
What?
You have to prep yourself up. You have to like be like the other women walking around. So
I see the men. Excuse me. That is the lady's view. That's what she wants, okay?
So
please,
okay, I'm sorry, but you not only do we need to eat and survive, we also need to be pampered to some extent. So no, listen. And if you love
Melissa,
a
please wind up.
lady, I'm winding up. If you love a lady, you have the tendency to like want to do that for them. It's like some natural law. It just happens.
My name is Purity. As for me, I think money is important because I think for now, at this point, we need to survive with money because you can say you love someone, but you end up, it's like it's a punishment for you to stay there. Like if you don't have food, that's a punishment. You can't say, Ati, I'm staying here because I love someone. You cannot eat love. That's my view.
Well, I could get views from you all day, but I want us to get to our voices of experts, and I want to start with you, Madam Mary.
Yeah.
The reason I want to start with you is because this is a feminist issue, yes? So, do you think it is okay for women to go for men solely those ones with money?
My answer is no. My answer is no. So it seems I become.
It's not a win-win situation. It's a discussion.
It seems I become a friend to the men now. I'm coming to your side as we continue. Yeah, I should say that from how we have been socialized as ladies and how we are socializing our daughters generation after generation, looking back from where our parents, the generations behind us are passing to us. Whatever they are passing to us has given us a kind of a socialization that a woman is supposed to be taken care of by the man. From maybe our culture, from our traditions, from some kind of misconceptions derived from also the Bible, because some people will still use the word of God to support that the man is the head, like he was saying. But we kind of tend not to understand what is the real meaning of the head of a house and what is the real meaning of a helper. Because God created the woman as a helper. So I should maybe begin by saying that the reason why we are seeing ladies all saying that the men should take charge in terms of money and the woman should sit there and be pampered, it is because we have been socialized as so from the beginning, from our grandmothers, from our mothers, but now we are in a different century. At a point, like if I look at my mother is about 88 now, and I don't remember her going to work. I only remember her putting a thermos on the table and food for my daddy when he's coming in the evening. And daddy was doing everything. And I grew in such an environment. So you can be sure if I take that up as a way of socializing me into life, then it means I'll be looking at my husband as a source of all that I need. But I want to tell us that times have changed. That the woman must arise and we must pass to the next generations a different narrative of the understanding of who is the provider in the family and what is the essence of a woman coming together with a man to make a marriage. Yeah, the Bible says somewhere in the book of Ecclesiastes that two are better than one. Because they have a better reward for their toil. So my narrative for this matter is that the man is the head of the house. And headship is not control. Headship is not being overburdened. It is a responsibility to lead the family. But remember, the man can be the head of the house and also be very imprudent in terms of handling money. And that's why you heard him say that a man can be providing money, but he's leaving the woman to manage. But you, young girl, why should you allow yourself just to be a woman in the house to receive the money to manage, who is not bringing anything on the table? Then you will have been married as a property in that house, and you shall be treated as a property as well.
But
Yeah.
Let us calm down. Let us calm down. Pastor Moshina looks very subtle. He has his speech prepared for us. So tell us, Pastor Bernard Moshina, do you think it is right for a woman to go for a man solely, and what I'm using is solely, for his money?
Thank you very much. Yes and no.
Oh. Okay. I love that answer.
I say yes and no, depending on what she is looking for. If she is looking for a man to raise a family with, no. If she is looking for a gold mine, yes.
No. Okay.
It depends.
You have to pardon for the maturity.
Let me repeat it. Yes and no. If the woman is looking for a man to raise a family with, she's looking for a husband, a father to the children to be, no. But if she is looking for a gold mine, yes. And the problem is, many enter into a relationship, but they don't know what they are looking for. They are looking for a man. Man as what? As a husband or as a gold mine? Wow. Girls, when you are looking for a man, it must be settled in you. I'm looking for my husband. God, where is my man? And if you are looking for that man, God-given man, who is going to be your husband, who is going to be the father of your children, you don't look for what he has. You look for who he is.
Wow.
You're being told what you want to hear. That's where you're clapping.
Because the reason why I have said that is because today, a 25 years girl can go on a mission of looking for a well-mannered man. And I can promise you, the man you will get probably will be over 45 years, 50, 60, and so on. That means that man belongs to another woman. Yeah. That man, if he is not a widower, chances are he belongs to another woman who fits to be your mother. And so you are going for your mother's husband. It is only that it is not your maternal mother, but age and everything else, she is your mother. And if you enter into this life by interfering with other people's family, the seed you are sowing, you will reap it big time.
Have you heard?
And so, young girls, don't go just for a man. Go for a man who was meant to be your husband. And I can promise you, chances are, atakuwa hasra kama wewe. But there is glory that comes with joining with a man who doesn't have anything, and after 10 years you look back and see how God has blessed you together.
Correct.
You know, the sad thing is some of you are not really happy about him.
Because if you found me with money, remember you are part of what I have.
Property.
Let me repeat it again.
Part of the property.
If you found me with money, remember I have added you to what I have.
Correct.
You are just another property I have added to what I have. But if you find you are a guy with nothing, and then you start believing God to bless you as a husband and a wife, as a family, years to come, you'll be a source of inspiration to other girls. Don't go for shortcuts.
All right, let's just face it in a different approach, okay? It is my job to dig into the details. So let's look at it from this perspective. Everyone has said, from the conclusion that I have drawn here, it is not right for a woman to go for a man with money. Now, did you know that there are men that go for women with money? Did you know? Yes. The men that were clapping, did you know that some of you are... Okay, so now that you know that there are men that go for women with money, answer me this. Why do they do that? And do you think it is right?
It's a big no. One, because as Pastor Benjamin has told us, you're going there because of the property she has. And ukienda pale, maybe ujui ni boma ya mtu umeharibu ama si boma ya mtu. Maybe she's a widow. She's a widower. You never know. But for me, it's a no.
Why do you think they do that though? Why do men go for women with money?
Those are the men who don't want to get tired working.
Okay. I want a different view from a voice I have not heard.
I'm Kevin Okimaru. My opinion is no. This is because as a man, when anapoenda kwa msichana ama bikra akiwa na pesa, that is not a really relationship. He has gone there by mean of buying him. That will end up when conflict arise, breakups end up come the main decision in that relationship.
Okay.
And that is all.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, let me come back to my panelists here. Why do you think women go for men with money? Who are these women? And do you think it is right? I am going to start with Pastor Moshine. Why? And who are these women? And is it right? Who are these men? Sorry.
There are a lot of reasons why women go for men who have money.
Actually, the vice versa. Men
go for all. I think that is common knowledge. For one, they are lazy. Laziness is the key.
Calm down.
Let me prove my point. Everything else comes second. And if you want to know what I'm saying is true, all those guys who goes, especially for older women, married elder women, they don't start by introducing those old women to their parents. They bring those old women into the picture when things have gone beyond a point of no return. So whether the mother or the father want it or doesn't want it, already the train has left the station. And the reason behind is nothing else but laziness. Because I don't understand how a 30-year-old young man can get married to a 75-year-old woman. Because the reason why people come together, a man and a woman, is to raise a family.
Yes.
And there is no family without children. And now this is a woman, 75 years, he is beyond the age of conceiving. That means he is there not for the family. What else then?
Let us get a few views from Pastor Mary. And I want you to consider that the actual men that go for their age mates, but who have more money than them. So it's not always a situation of... yes, it's not always a situation of age. It's also a situation, it's just a monetary situation. So please tell us.
Yeah, I actually wanted to just differ a bit and look at it from a perspective where we are not looking, the man is not looking for a woman with money and age older than her. You can be looking for a woman with money, but your age mate. So I want to say it is, yes, it is right, and no, it is not right, as the man of God is saying. It is in order for a man to look for a woman with money. There is no problem because finance is a need in the family. And if maybe the man knows, I usually do like small businesses for selling fruits. If I get a woman maybe who is an ECD teacher, and I love a woman with money, there is no problem loving a woman with money. The error or looking for a woman with money, because there's also a notion with our young boys and our young men and gentlemen that they have a narrative in their minds that when you get a woman with money, she will automatically not respect you. So the men want to look for women who are poorer than them so that they can control them. Okay? So I'm trying to bring a point here that it is wrong for a man to look for a woman with money maybe that is older than her, because that is a weird motive. It is not out of love. It is out of the money that woman has. So I think the man should be able to test and judge his motive. Are you really sincere that you are following this girl not because of her money only, but because you have loved her with her money? So there's no problem loving a woman with money, provided the intention is it's first initiated by love and then money comes in. And maybe also for the ladies as well. No problem looking for a man with money, but let the money not be the lead and then love coming behind. Because you can get somebody with money, either a man or a woman, and then with time, the stability they had when you loved them, it just goes down from nowhere. People lose jobs. People get incapacitated. You can get married to even a president and he becomes a kiwete after that. What will happen? Will you leave the man because you were attracted by the money? If it was love, even when they lose capacity, you will still remain with them. I don't know if I'm making sense here.
I don't think I can echo it any further. It is, I think, the situational ethics, and also what is your motive. Were you going there because of the money?
Yeah.
Were you going there because of love? Were you going there because of both?
It should be both, actually. I also don't want a poor man.
What do you think, Pastor Bernard? Should it be both?
Yeah, but being both, love should be the eldest sister.
Yes.
And then money.
Yeah.
So even before I reach out to money, my heart loves. But when I fall in love with money, at the expense of falling in love with you, when that money will fly out,
Sure.
I will also fly out. The contract will be over.
Correct.
But if it is love, even if money flies away, we will be left to start again.
Sure. Correct.
Wow.
Because there is no permanent contract with resources, money that is. You can be rich today, and tomorrow you are not there.
Correct.
And so if you had come together, because if you joined him or her because he or she had money, and now at that time, maybe you are 25, you are 30, and at 55, now what brought you in flies away.
Yeah.
For one, your strength is no longer there. You are an old and loved person, and also an old and loving person. Make sure the drive is love.
Sure.
And then
Money.
hata mimi sitaki kupenda mtu ambaye hana kitu.
Yeah.
But if that is where my love is, we are going to work hard. After all, riches and wealth, they are worked for.
Yes.
They are worked for.
Yes.
It is not so much prayer. It is prayer and work.
All right.
Actually,
Okay, so-
excuse me. Actually, the Proverbs 31 woman, the Bible says she could even buy land and bring to the husband. And the husband is respected at the gates because of the wife. So there's no problem marrying a woman with money. It's biblical. Even more money than you. Provided you as the man, you don't have that kind of a narrative that if she's wealthier than me, then I'm certain.
Respect. Well, I don't think I can say any more on that topic, but we can talk about it in a different angle, and we'll be looking at toxic masculinity when we come back from the break. This is MBCI TV, and I will see you right after the break.
The Quench, where you ask, we answer.